Recognizing your blessings. November 30, 2014. Have you ever noticed that some of your grandest dreams and ambitions don't see beyond your thoughts simply because you allow fear to get in the way? If you take the time to reflect and look back to how your thoughts were being processed at varying intervals, you will remember you had a great idea or dream that you wanted to achieve, and you began making lists of the benefits this new direction would provide to your life. So you begin, and things are going great until your mind begins giving you negative thoughts. Thoughts of doubt creeps in, reminding you that of course you will gain benefits from making this dream into reality, but look at all that you are giving up or losing, and you begin to question if the risk is worth your effort, and before you know it, all effort and plans stop and doesn't get picked up again. Instead of admitting you might be afraid of completing the final stages of whatever goal or project you were working on, you tuck it away or relabel it with excuses, telling yourself this plan of yours was just a fantasy, it would never be liked or accepted by anyone. Such negative, derailing thoughts enter, and the sad thing, dear ones, is that you end up believing them and give up making your dreams a reality, simply because you are afraid. If you can think, what if someone laughs at what I've done, or says something derogatory, then you can also think, what if someone really likes what I've done, or is so impressed that they might want me to show them, so they can try for themselves. You can always turn negative thoughts around and choose the positive. Bottom line though, it's what you really think, not what others think. When you think about how others will treat you or react, then you are allowing your fear to feed your ego, and before you know it, that dream you were trying to bring to life crumbles into nothingness. Have you ever wondered why you are afraid? What is it that you fear the most when you are on a new direction, on the road to achieving a goal or bringing a dream into actualization? Of course the answers will depend on the situation and what the goal is, but it is generally fear of the unknown, fear of taking chances, fear of making mistakes and of failure, fear of being rejected and made fun of, and the big one, the realization that what you are about to achieve will bring change. All you need is one or two of those we have listed to talk yourself out of achieving or attaining something you've wanted to do. You will come up with excuses and believe in those excuses, but not admit that underneath those excuses you were afraid. Don't allow your excuses to justify why you didn't accomplish something you once cared about. When you begin hiding behind the term reality in order to make your sudden change of mind reasonable, you do this so you won't look fearful. It allows you to withdraw back to your comfort zone, where you feel safe and secure and without having to face any of your fears. It is very easy to give up. It takes fierce determination and the will and want to succeed. It's hard work to bring a dream or goal into reality, but we will tell you in the long run all the effort will be worth it. It is your own inner sense of insecurity that has you building protective walls around you. And many times without your actual realization, you find reasons to stay within these walls, out of the way of change. The sad part is that when you only remain within the walls of your comfort zone, you miss the many opportunities and incredible experiences you could have, and all that would provide ample knowledge, and some of them just might be fun. If you don't take a chance in life, you will not know the thrill of passion you'll feel as you make progression after progression. There will be no knowing of what adventure or excitement feels like because of the walls you've built and of the fear you have to venture past them. Is it good to have a decent amount of apprehension? Of course it is, because it cautions you to be careful, to be mindful and thoughtful. But if you don't try, you won't know you could succeed. It is never a good idea to rush into something without taking the time to consider all possibilities, the pros and cons. Fear in some instances, dear ones, can be useful as its energy can be transformed into motivation, encouragement, and excitement. But the fear that handicaps your dreams and brings your goals to a screeching halt is what needs to be addressed. Fear has the ability to bring in all your sabotaging emotions and feelings that are dreadfully toxic to your thoughts, so instead of continuing your effort, you find ways to back out. It is essential, dear ones, to remember that any negative emotions or feelings are only perceptions. They have absolutely little to do with the actual truth that lies underneath the fear. All you need to do is change your perception, then your thoughts also change. It sounds simple, because it is. You don't need to make anything more complex than it is when simple is just what you need. The moment you change your perception, the fear that once occupied you seems to vanish and those protective walls diminish, and you are able to change how you think and feel towards any situation, and any emotions that were attached become dissolved. How miraculous is that? By changing your perception, your thoughts change, inspiring you to not quit, and for your emotions and feelings to gather a different interpretation of the path you've put yourself on, that is bringing you to achieving whatever goal or dream you are trying so hard to complete. You're doing a great amount of learning when you stand up and change your perception in order to make those fears go away. By not allowing fear to encourage your negative emotions, you are non-verbally admitting, embracing the challenges, even the unknown ones, because you have rediscovered your strength and courage, and you want to bring that dream or goal into reality. You want to make it real. You may have picked up on this before from past attempts to succeed goals and ambitions, that your self-confidence takes a nosedive when fear is permitted to infiltrate your thoughts, causing you to derail your plans. When you are on a creative path, bringing something new into light, try to keep in mind that your perception, dear ones, carries a lot of weight to the amount of commitment and dedication you will provide. If you are not committed or dedicated to what you are doing, chances are you won't succeed and your confidence will take a hit. It is vital to the course you are on to face those fears and see them as gifts and blessings. They came to you showing you something, trying to caution you, but not necessarily to quit. Relationships, careers, personal and spiritual growth, all require you to take risks, to reach beyond your comfort zone once in a while. It's okay to go back to where it's comfortable sometimes, but instead of having rigid walls built by fear and insecurity, have walls that are flexible, that allow movement without attaching to the cause of any upset, where there is a steady flow of give and take, where learning is being done on every level of your being. In just about every occurrence of life, commitment is a requirement. For some people, making a commitment of any kind makes them feel vulnerable, but the more involved they become in what they are working on and for, the less frightening the experience will be. It is important to see every new direction as something wonderful to explore, something that will help unlock something new of yourself and of the world around you that is enjoyable, where you can see every experience and from every chance you have taken as blessings. It takes deep courage and confidence to face your fears and change your perception, but if you have a goal or dream that is important and you believe in it 100%, then you will find a way to get past your fears. You've done this before, it's just sometimes you forget your successes and what it took to accomplish them. When you dismantle fear, you are giving yourself room to grow and to develop in all areas, not just the personal goals you may have been working on. The more fears you face, the more blessings you will become aware of and the more enjoyment you will discover in life. Try to see the challenges life gives you as new adventures, and any fear that comes up as you step into a new direction into feelings of anticipation. Only you can change the view of your experiences. Take the time to train yourself to look past the fears that suddenly crop up, and see the rewards that courage and determination will bring instead. Instead of focusing on the what-ifs, bring your attention to the blessings you could be uncovering, for they are yours bestowed by God. This is your life, your dreams, well, they are up to you to make real, but first you must believe, then commit and follow through. You can do anything your heart, mind and soul commits to, and your body just goes along enjoying the fruits of your effort, as the success will bring about intense feelings of personal satisfaction, joy, and happiness. Embrace those dreams and turn them into goals. See them through, dear ones. You never know what you can accomplish unless you try. I am Melchizedek through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com